Hello, Vortex. So, I have been on and off crying for like the past several days, and I'm not telling y'all that to worry you. I'm not telling y'all that to make you concerned that I'm gonna do something drastic. I'll say that with all of this psychosis, I feel like the only thing that I can do with it is create, because I'm just so angry. I'm angry and I'm really, really sad. I mean, obviously, anger is sadness turned inward from what I've heard. So I'm excruciatingly sad. I'm exasperatingly sad. I am infuriatingly sad. There you go. I think that infuriate's probably the strongest word you could use to describe anger, aside from wrath, but we'll leave that for God. Yes, we will. I really think that Western civilization is being punished. In some kind of way, I think that that's true. I think that a lot of things can be true at the same time. And I think that that's the biggest problem. Let's not say that. I think that's one of the biggest problems with our society, is that we can't conceptualize this idea that like two very different things can be true at the same time. In fact, 5 very different things can be true at the same time. 10 very different things can be true at the same time. And people will still continue to say, oh no, it's all because of this, or it's all because of that. You see this a lot with the narratives that are being thrown around by the media, the white supremacy narrative. Yes, everything terrible about this country is all because of white people. That's so original. Like, they've been doing this shit for so long, it's just hilarious that people don't catch on. But I guess it's like, I don't know, I think they just want to feel important. They want to feel like they're part of something. And if you go to protest rallies and you send all these really, really powerful hashtags, and you take selfies, I mean, it really is like with technology in relation to social media, it really is like a trick on your brain, because it makes you think that all this stuff is happening that's not happening. It makes you think that you're important when you're not important at all. It makes you think that oh, you have interesting things to say when you say the same bullshit that everybody else says. It makes you think that, oh, there's community on the internet. There's not community on the internet. That's bullshit. I mean, maybe you could make that case for like conspiracy theorists. I would say that we're probably the only people that like actually care enough to like use the internet for the right reason. So naturally, if we find each other on the internet, that's gonna be such a blessing to locate a soulmate of sorts on the interweb. I mean, that is what's cool about it. But I mean, you see this happen all the time with like people like hooking up with somebody that they just met on the internet, or relationships starting on the internet, and not just from like dating websites or whatever, but like just people just randomly hooking up. I mean, I don't know if this has happened to y'all on the YouTube, y'all in the vortex, contributing to the vortex, doing shit with the vortex. Yeah. Just like, do y'all get people? I don't think they're people, I think they're bots that like send you little messages like that indicate a particular time frame of the video, and then also indicate some sort of website, like, and if you click on it, it'll direct you to like a dating web, or like a hookup website, pretty much. Like, this happens all the time now, and I don't know what it means. Because it's so weird, because like whenever you click on the whatever time frame it's got, like say it's got like 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and you click on that, and it'll just lead you to that part of the video, and it's never anything sexual that I'm saying or doing. It's never anything raunchy. I don't think it's anything that could be falsely interpreted as sexual or sensual or whatever you want to call it. But this is happening more and more. And you know, there are all kinds of these websites just totally devoted to hookups. You know? Fuck this culture, man. It's like, I'm just mad. I'm mad that the end of the world, like, this is probably not the end of the world. That's what pisses me off. Like, and the fact that so many people keep making excuses for this shit show of culture, you know? That's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. God, I'm really lucky that I made it here. Fiona was spazzing out. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you guys. I didn't even give you the update. Yeah, Fiona was completely spazzing out. And they checked her out. They checked out the diagnostics. And they said she's fine. So, I wonder if I just left the whole thing alone. I mean, that was like $91 that I spent just for them to check on my vehicle and make sure that she was safe to drive. And they said that she was safe to drive, right? Right? You were totally there, right? Yeah, so they gave me this long list of all this other shit that's wrong with her that was gonna cost like almost like $3,000. No, it was over $3,000. They said, let's see here. Oh shit, they didn't even put it on the sheet. Yeah, they said some about the suspension, some about my rotors, my suspension, my rotors, my brakes, I just waved at the transgender that works here. Hish didn't recognize me though. I say Hish because she identifies as a woman, but she used to be a man. Well, she still technically is a man. But, it's whatever. I don't care about that, by the way. That's not the hill I'm willing to die on. But when it starts to involve people's kids, that's when I got the issue with it. But anyway, I mean, obviously I don't have a problem with it. Just waved at the person who's, I still think is a person. I don't, you know, it's just, like, you can't criticize anybody without people, like, getting really upset about it and acting like you just want that person to die, you know? But, like, oh, you're robbing me of my humanity. You're denying me of my human rights by not liking my degeneracy. You're such a piece of shit because you don't agree with my lifestyle or whatever. It's like, Who gives a fuck? If you liked your lifestyle, you wouldn't need everybody else to approve it. You know? That's what I think. Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, just driving Fiona, though, she seems fine. Maybe that was just, like, a little glitch or something. But that's what they said. They're like, yeah, you need maintenance, but you don't need it right away. You'll be fine. It's safe to drive. And I'm like, well, you know that I'm going to wait on that shit then. $3,000, you can forget that.